there, as you know, there is a kind of a unique way we're developing. We really want to create, as you said early on, this simple times lifestyle. And so our whole theme is about getting back to the simple pleasures. And so these cottages will enjoy a beautiful view of the creek. And in front of the cottages, which typically would face the main road, we flipped them. And you made a great design so that the back side of these cottages is very, very welcoming. But the front actually faces the creek. And there's what we call the greenway, but it's almost like the old path or pathway wagon road that would go all over the mountain. And that sits between the creek and the front of our porches. I've seen so many old paintings, and I'm sure you have, in the old world where there are no cars, obviously, and the road ran between the creek and the front porches. So as people walk down, which is not a vehicular road for us, but it's the remnants of an old wagon path, and as people walk down that, as they go up and down the valley from Lake Angela all the way back to the waterfalls, they are walking along these front porches. And so talk a little about the actual design of the floor plan, because if I'm sitting on that porch and I see a friend walking up, then it's just a natural. Come up and have a glass of wine, or if it's in the morning, have a cup of coffee. And there's a fireplace there, so it's very all season. But elaborate a little bit on that.
Sure, I'd be happy to. Our buildings don't tell just one story. And so any new mark making we do, I think, shouldn't tell just one story either. It's not a one-liner.
Right.
It speaks to a generational understanding of placemaking. So I grew up in a beautiful little town in South Alabama on the coast called Fairhope. And in Fairhope, your front elevation, your front door, faces the water always. There's a reason for that. Before we had an established road system in this country, oftentimes your most navigable means of getting around was your water. And if it wasn't navigation, it was also the importance that water represented. Our need as animals to have water, right? But also fishing and washing and all of this. Waterfront represents the activity zone when you have that as your view. And so we took that part of the story and made sure that our front faces the water, faces the creek. Because that's where you would see your neighbors, right? They'd be walking along the greenway or fishing or gathering water or just playing and splashing.